excited. We have a whole plate of legit sauce for you today. Kristina Barlaan, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu black belt, here to show us how to finish the triangle effectively. And she's going to do it on me. And I've never been so excited to be triangle.
You might hold that. I'm so excited. And then any of my rookies, anytime I ever teach this in a seminar, they're just like, this is the worst experience ever.
I'm going to eat my words.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle. Very gentle. So, this is really, really common, especially I see this a lot when I'm coaching my students, my teammates, particularly in the white and blue. You see a lot of people, they get to the triangle position and then they struggle with finishing, or they mess up somewhere in the adjustments and the person escapes, or a myriad of different things, and it's very stressful as a coach. Even more stressful as a person competing. You're like,
I'm trying.
Exactly. You're like, I have this beautiful position, and it's like sand slipping through your fingers. And so I'm here to help you navigate through the triangle. It's one of the first submissions you ever learn as a white belt. That's why it's one of my favorite submissions. It's probably one of my highest percentage finishes. If I get to a triangle, my confidence just goes right through the roof that I'm going to be able to finish. So hopefully, by the time you watch this and going through it, you will also feel just as confident that you can finish triangles either training or competitions, which would be good. Okay, so let's just right to it. I won't show any crazy setup, so we're just going to go right into locking here. So at this point, I don't even have the figure 4 yet. So the moment that my leg goes over, I really want to make sure that my knee, let's turn a little bit, I really want to make sure that my knee gets right over her shoulder. I don't want to just settle for right off of it, because then she could slide out. So I really want to make sure that until I can get my pit of my knee attached to her shoulder, I will keep my hips up. Okay, I don't want to drop sooner than this. If I try locking here, the same thing, she can swing her forearm in and get out. So I lift my hips until I can really pinch my leg over her shoulder, and then I lock. Once it's locked, I can't stay here anymore because she'll still have room to like step over. So right away, I have one arm in and one arm out. This is the key recognition point for a triangle. So the arm that is in, I really want to make sure that I push to the other side. But look, if I just move her arm, her elbow is still going to be aligned with my midsection here, okay? Right through the middle of my body. So I don't want to just push the arm here. I actually want to move my body to the side as well, okay? So now, I'm already creating this angle. I'm already making it so that her elbow is on the outside of my hip, okay? And now when I hug, even just here, if she tried to get her arm back right now, she would have a very hard time because I am at an angle. Her back with her tricep is pressed against my belly or my chest, and her elbow is completely on the outside. It's not on the middle here where she might be able to pull that out there, okay? So I make sure I move myself, and then I drop it. Once it's there, I can hug. Once I get here, I really don't have to do much, okay? Now, how many of you can say that, like, once the hand is here, this still causes you a problem, right? Even though it's across, maybe like grab inside the leg, or they do all sorts of stuff. So let's turn a little bit. Something I like to do is to make sure that, see, she has 2 hands and I have 2 hands. I want to get rid of this one. So now that this is across, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trap this right underneath my armpit here. So she can already feel that there's an arm bar present, but I'm not going to go for that yet, okay? So now she has one arm to fight me, and I have both my arms. See, I'm just using my elbow just to pin her arm here. So now I can hug very easily, all right? The most important thing right now is even if I could lock my leg in a figure 4 right now, it's very loose. There's a lot of space right here, and I'm not able to lock. And I really want to make sure that this pit of my knee, remember we want it over the shoulder, I actually want it flush to her neck. So I don't want to be able to stick my hand in there. So when I put my foot on the hip, I'm not opening up my knee this way because that's actually going to add a lot of pressure. And if you're not flexible, or if you've had knee problems, this is going to be really painful to do. So we're not trying to open the knee, okay? We're actually trying to push it. Okay? See how that works? I make this nice angle so that the thigh is actually going to be very, very flush to her skin right here. Flush to her neck, right here. And if you notice when I lock, my knees are actually straight. They're not like this, okay? So it's here. If I need to adjust even more, look what I'm doing. I'm actually pulling my leg across, creating more length out of my leg, so it's
even easier for me to lock that figure four. I'm going to try and make this as loose as possible so I don't put you to sleep. So right now, there's a hole right here where I can put my hand in because I'm making it loose right now. But what I would like to do is when I lock, I want to make sure my knee is actually pointing inside. So it's this way. Right here it's open, I can fit my arm in here. When it's closed, I cannot, and she'll feel the difference in the pressure between my knee outside and my knee inside. Okay? Once I'm here, and I'm going to try and do this loose, this hand here that was pinning the arm, I still want to anchor because I'm straight on with her. I want to make sure I'm more angled so I can make it tighter. This hand's going to go and hug right here. And if I need to adjust even more, I will. I adjust as many times as necessary. Yeah, and I'm really not trying to lock down. To finish, I don't have to touch the back of her head. I don't need to do anything other than pinch my knees. Right? So it's super, super, super effective.
Yeah. I just took a nap right now. Gonna try. All right, go. Let's see if it works. Okay, so she's gonna set it up and keep your hips very high up. Very nice. Now, while your hips are up, you can push this all the way across. Move your body. Yes, very, very nice. Okay, so let's trap this arm. So we're gonna trap underneath the armpit, and then this arm can hug in here. So now look how I can't really move that well. Okay, other hand can grab your shin, other foot on the hip. Let's adjust, very nice. Lock that figure forward, and let's squeeze your knee tap. Oh, it's terrible. It's being done to me. I wonder, how do I teach this? How do I do this to people? But it's very, very good.
Secret.
So, the great thing about this, it's not just a triangle attack. As you saw, there are 2 arm bars along with this triangle attack. So I like having it on buffet. Yeah, submissions. I like food. I don't like just having one choice. I like having many options. So, if you notice, when you get there, we have everything set up, especially when you have this arm here and this arm here. You have this arm bar, whoop. You also have this arm bar, whoop. And of course the triangle. So you have lots of options, and of course when you're a blue belt, you can attack the wrist. At any level, you can start attacking with the shoulder. It's a really beautiful place to be when you're the one attacking. Not so much when you're the one receiving.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I learned a lot being in that position. Hopefully Julia's did too behind the camera. Thank you so much for your time today. Hope you guys go and triangle people out there and send it to Sigma. That's your
Well, that's my friend's organization. I'm just a proud supporter. She's one of my best friends. Erin Hurley is the founder for Civic Stigma, which it was funded to pretty much let's bring awareness and acceptance to mental health and mental illness, especially within the jiu-jitsu community, since we are a very close-knit niche community. And we found that there's a lot of people within the jiu-jitsu community that come to train because they want a kind of like therapy for dealing with anxiety and depression. I suffer from anxiety and depression, and jiu-jitsu is very therapeutic for me. So yeah, that's Erin Hurley's her baby that she created, and I'm just a proud supporter.
We're supporting it too. So thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.